Hey everybody, welcome to week two of the economics course here. Everybody's doing great. I mentioned last week, all of you have been in the courses before, so got the videos here and got our scenery. You may have seen this scenery before, but it's still nice scenery. Um, and you may have also seen my inspiration points here, but it was just reminded because I've got all of you folks, and then my other two classes I got first year like students, so all of them are brand new to me, and so I noticed some of the things that some of you probably used to do when you were first starting out, or having problems with timing and self-management and discipline, and so just reminding you, all of you're finishing up here, so some of you might be finishing with this course or a few more down the road within a year here, um, so just congratulations on that part. Also, having the opportunity to go to school. I mentioned that a lot, but it is an opportunity that everybody gets, and so it's kind of like a gift. That's why I use this little running analogy that I've used before. And doing anything. Well, here you've been given something. If you don't maximize it, you just, you're cheating yourself. So, and of course the discipline part. You self-discipline, ignore all the negatives and move on, and you'll be good to go. So again, I know there might be a few that are actually, this might be your last course, and if the rest, some of the others, you have like a year or something like that left or less. So good deal there. Course this week. Okay, so we're into week two or week one. As always, this group, the discussion's very good. Good interaction there. Same thing in the homeworks I've seen so far, good. And as always, if there's ever really a bad issue with your homework, I'll send it back to you. I think all of you know that by now, that I don't fail homeworks unless, you fail because of something unusual. But normally I'll just send it back to you to make corrections and resubmit it. So good there. Upcoming week, so week two here, real quick, same thing, and I don't think you guys had a project, right? No project, so you're good to go there. You got three chapters. Individual and market demand, consumer behavior, uncertainty, and production. So all these three, all interrelated. Uncertainty, there's a lot of things, if you pay attention to news and be it real news, fake news, political news, stock market, things like that. It's funny when you look at things that are not talked about, whether it be, the stock market, something like that, how, since the last election, the stock market's actually doing better. That's a positive, and, for whatever the reason. But that's what, the economics has to do with paying attention to why things happen the way they do. And so that's, part of this course here is, understanding things, why it works, why it doesn't work. I've seen some recent articles about out like in places like Seattle and Los Angeles doing the 15-hour minimum wage thing. On one hand, good. So if you listen to all the pro people on it, great, but the negative is, if you look at budgets and economics, some places that just won't work. And my argument is the reason it don't work, the real reason is too many taxes. Businesses have to pay too many taxes, and so therefore there ain't enough, room in there, for extra money, because, when you raise wages, it's not just the wages that are getting raised, it's the taxes associated with those wages. So you're talking about another 10% or whatever it is that the employers have to pay, and in some cases it wouldn't work. I know there was a study done a few years ago, and I've shared it a few times with you guys about Walmart. They did a study about if Walmart overnight just said $15 an hour, they'd be out of business in a week, because the wages and the associated taxes with it exceeds the profit. And so I mean, there's arguments on both sides, but that's what economics is about. So there you go. All right. So okay. So I'll leave that with that. Enough of that. I'll probably just leave this leave it where we are here. So, all right, so this one's short, and I'm sorry if it's too short. I know you guys like to listen to, some of you like to listen to me, some of you don't. So, but either way, of course, I'll do my test question. You know, again, something different here. This is the grandma, and the 4.5 and the 6-month-old. So there you go. Let me know what's happening there. I thought this one was a little bit cuteness or whatever you want to call it. So, but there you go. And with that, just have a great week. Let me know if you need anything as always, and just keep, you know, let's get through these, and you're almost there. So take care, everybody.